We're gonna see if we can tie this up so it's not leaning so far over. You know what? You can stand up too. Hold on, just bear with me. I feel like I should have tied it up there. Ah! Dang, I didn't realize it was falling over that much. Alright. So like if we just what do we think? Will that look better? Let us see. Alright. That's better. It's not leaning over as bad now. I feel like I should tie it lower down. Right. We can deal with this. This looks okay. Alright, that's better. Because before, it was toppling over. I'll let you guys see them closer up. This is what we're looking like. You can see the size from my hand. Aren't those pretty? And I have some more right here. Some more baby ones. All the flowers are gonna be my little tomatoes. Some more over here. And this one's starting to lean too. But these ones are huge. For comparison, you can see next to my hand. And then over here, these are my aromas. So crap done. A lot. I also have carrots, so oh snaps. I didn't even see this over here. Look at this. It's a whole plant with all of these tomatoes. This one is actually producing really, really well. Better than I expected. Look at all this. And as well with this one. Tomato. Definitely kind of want to trim some of it back. The two back here got a late start, but you see that now that the sun and the heat has come out, they're just as tall as the other two. It's a lot. Look at this onion plant. I've already pulled one. Hold on, let me fix my glove because we're gonna pull another one. I want you guys to see these onions. And have y'all seen an onion flower? They are so beautiful. Hold on. Let's see if we could pull. It's sitting right next to the carrot. And I wonder if that's gonna impact the flavor at all. What? I still like to fertilize. I still always fertilize. I have this behemoth one. I'm gonna show you. This is the first one that took flower. And this is what an onion flower looks like when it starts to flower. And if I dry these, I will get the onion seeds. This is a cilantro plant that has also gone to flower. I just like to see the full course of the plant, so now I know. But we can also pull this one because I feel like this one is gonna be huge. What do y'all think? Hold on. Sorry, I didn't realize you were talking. Call me Mac. Sorry. Thank you for the follow. Alright, sorry y'all. Let's pull this onion because I want to see how big it is. Where's my tripod? I gotta stick y'all in something. Oh, first. Sorry, this is chaotic gardening here. This is all the stuff that I've harvested so far. We've harvested a couple onions, the rest of the broccoli plant. These are the little shoots that have come off once I have already taken off the crown. So that big crown that you see when it first starts to grow, I took that off and let it continue growing, and they gave me these tiny little shoots on the sides. And you can actually eat the leaves as well. You can saute them or cook them like collards. But let's go pull that onion, and then we'll come back to maybe pull a carrot too. I want to pull all of my cold weather things just to make room. I'm about to get ready to plant some pumpkins, believe it or not, because I love pumpkins. So we're gonna plant a bunch of pumpkins this year. All right, hold on. Let's turn you guys around. All right, we're gonna pull that onion plant. I feel like there's two and not just one, so I might have to pull both. It'll be disappointing. I think it is just one. Yeah, it was just one giant one. The smell is super strong. Oh, thank you, Ariel. Oh, look at this. I can crunch it in my hand and it feels hollow. But look how beautiful. I want to stick them in a vase. I might. We'll see. Sienna's gonna be like, why does the whole house smell like onions? It's because we're gonna stick that one in there. And let's pull a carrot because I want to see what these carrots are looking like as well, because they might be time to pull. Alright. So these are the carrots. So these are the carrots. Oh, oh, that is actually a really nice looking carrot. And I recently have been big on planting carrots with my tomatoes, so to see this makes me really happy. Now I'm about to pull all of them because they're so cute. Alright, we're pulling carrots now. I'm gonna stick you guys right here. Hopefully you guys don't fall over. Actually, this is more solid. Alright, we're good? Good. I'm also gonna have to try and figure out something to do with this tomato plant. But first, let's get these carrots. This one's so tiny. So tiny. Which is fine. I didn't expect all of them to be super big. Oh, snaps, and my shirt. Hold on. I'm gonna give that one to the baby. I'm gonna steam it and give it to her. Alright, look at these. I'm so proud of these carrots. They did well. So I know these ones are gonna be super small. I could just tell. Because although I do like planting my carrots with the tomatoes, you just have to be careful because the tomatoes get really bushy and they will block out the sun. And like, although carrots do like the cooler weather, they still want the sun though. So I knew that these ones were definitely gonna be a little bit more on the smaller side, and that's okay. So cute. Alright, so these should be the last ones that I have. This one didn't take off, unfortunately. Oh, that's a grass. No wonder. But, sorry. I feel like we did pretty good. What do we think? Good? Alright, let me tie them up real quick. And then we're going to finish pulling up the rest of the onions over here and trimming back some of the basil, because the basil is now bolting, and bolting is when you start to see the flowers appear, and that's just because it's getting hot out. So we're gonna cut that back and it should continue to grow. But first we're gonna tie this up. I'm so proud. Nice and pretty. Thank you for the follow. I'm in zone 8B or A because I feel like they changed it recently. But I'm in South Carolina, so near Greenville. And I just harvested my carrots. We're doing onions. I pulled the rest of my broccoli, and I also did celery. You guys got to check out this celery real quick. Hold on. First of all, my onions. Look at this celery. And I mean, like, it's pretty long. I feel like that did really good. And I have about maybe like 10 stalks of celery is what we pulled out. We also did broccoli. I'm just gonna show you guys my treasure box of harvest. So we have carrots, onions, celery. We pulled cabbage heads, so we have cabbage heads. And then I want to show you guys this broccoli because I know it's about time if you're in my area to start harvesting. And if you harvest off the crowns, like the big crowns that grow in the very beginning, if you let your plant stay, they will give you just a few more. It just gives you a few more. So we're gonna get the rest of the onions. This is one of my first time growing onions. This is what an onion looks like when it flowers. And if I dry them out, I will have little tiny seeds from them. So this is what an onion plant looks like. It smells so intense. And look at this stalk. You can hear it. All right. So we have more onions to pull here. That's kind of cool. These ones did really well. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for hanging out. I feel like the tomatoes, you can see all the tomatoes, I feel like they're gonna start ripening within like the next 2 weeks. So I'll definitely have a lot to harvest then. These onions look actually really good. I think I might try and dry them out and dehydrate them, because I'm definitely trying to preserve more. And then I said we were going to chop off the basils. We're gonna cut the basil in half to help stop them from bolting. Let me find my scissors. I've lost my scissors. There they are. So I'm going to show y'all the basil real quick. So this is the basil that I was talking about, and it's bolting. So if your basil is doing this and it's flowering, it's bolting. I'm still gonna take the leaves though. Hold on, I have another one right here, and I grew that also with the tomatoes and my celery. I grew those all together in my container box. But because it's getting hot out, I just want to go ahead and clean up out the cold, all my cold weather stuff. And I might be able to add another tomato plant or two. So that is nice. Look at that. Oh, snaps. I'm sorry. I am missing your comments. For real, aren't they cute? I fell in love with the flowers on the onions. And then next thing you know, I couldn't stop letting them all go to flower. And the same with the cilantro. The cilantro has really pretty white flowers. Hold on, let me see if I have any more basil that needs to be cut, and I'm gonna tie that up. And then I have one more. And basil is resilient. It's okay to manhandle that thing. Oh, and I also have lavender that we can snip up as well. This is a really big harvest today, honestly. I wasn't expecting to get this much. Not quite yet. I feel like normally mid-June, July is when everything's really popping off for us. Thank you. Thank you for following. Thank you guys for hanging out. It's 8:49 and we're still outside. All right. It smells so good. Let's see. It's gonna rain, and normally I would come through and just kind of clip it down some, so the energy of the water, when it waters, it'll just be able to help produce more and give more energy to the fruit. But I actually want to go over here and harvest these jalapenos. So I'm gonna show you guys these jalapenos, and we're gonna grab some of those because we do have a lot of rain coming this week. It actually says it's supposed to rain every day this week, except for today. So that is why we are out here so late still. I'm gonna put you guys in the lavender. Look at that purple. And yes, there's a mini sunflower in there. Those are my sunflowers that y'all see along the wall. I make a little sunflower wall. Oh, yes, look, that baby took me out last year, but I feel like it was necessary. Like, hold on, my stand is trying to break. I just need to buy a tripod. I feel like I go through this every year. Let me see. All right, let us pray I'll stay. But I was so tired last year, like, and I was super excited, and I thought I had everything worked out and planned, and I had planted everything in the beginning of March, and this is last year. I planted everything in the beginning of March, hoping that I was going to be able to get everything going and at least started. The baby was supposed to come March 22nd, and she came March 7th. So I was just tired and everything just didn't do well like it was supposed to. So I spent that year just really planning and organizing my thoughts. And this year I was actually able to really set it in stone. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what you're going to do. All right, let's pull some jalapenos real quick before the sun goes completely down. And this is just because I want the plant to really try and produce more and to grow. So I'm just picking off like all of the smallish to medium sized ones in hopes that I can get this plant to grow more. This one actually did really well. Look at all these. So pretty. So green. My favorite shades of green. I don't want to pull you guys up. Hold on, I'm coming right back. Okay. So this is actually isn't too shabby. I got 2 peas and a handful of jalapenos. We're gonna check the cucumbers and then I will show you guys the corn. And then I'm probably going to have to jump off because it's getting late. And I want to pull up this broccoli. So we are going to check cucumbers, check corn, and then adios amigos. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank y'all for wanting to chill. Oh, let me show y'all the Brussels sprouts real quick. Because I tried like 2 years ago and I did terrible, I feel like, with them. But this year I feel like they're actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. So hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna flip the camera around. All right. Yes, the leaves are pretty ate up because those worms are wild. But if you look close down there, you can see the Brussels sprouts. And I feel like they're growing really nicely. And even on this side, I feel like at this point I could probably start taking off the leaves so it can really just push its energy to producing bigger Brussels sprouts. So, yo, there's a lightning bug over there. I want to see if y'all can see it real quick. Oh, there it goes. That's how you know we're in this time. All right. So I'm giving this one a little bit longer to kind of grow so I can start to trellis it. But in my latest video, I did come through and just kind of cleaned up down there to give it a better airflow. I do need to come off and kind of just brush off some of these flowers. These are my strawberries. a nice, beautiful, deep green. I love it. It's so pretty. It has grass all in here. Hold on. I try and come out and weed. That's the only downside. I feel like when I do it in these boxes, it makes it a little bit easier to pull. And I planted marigolds with them. I actually really like the combo. I was stuck in there. Much better. But yeah, they actually like to run. So you actually get continuous strawberry plants from them. If you just kind of let them take root. This will be the node. When you let them take root inside, they're going to root down and you're going to get a whole nother strawberry plant. Look at this little baby cucumbers. This is what we were coming to check on. We're going to pinch these two off. Whoops. I dropped it. Hold on. This one doesn't want to come off. There we go. They're so funky looking. Alright, and then this is my corn. Corn likes to be grown together. They're like besties. They like to grow together, not in a straight line. They like to be bushed like this. It's kind of hard to see because it's dark out, but I've done corn and beans. So that's what these are that are vining up. You can tell by, hold on. Let me put the cucumbers down. You can tell by this leaf shape compared to the corn. And you can see the vine that I'm holding right here. It's going to travel up the corn. So that's kind of, if you need to save space, you can see it traveling right here. If you have limited space and you're trying to grow multiple things, beans like to trellis on corn. So we'll have those as well at the same time. But girl, I've been swatting myself all day. Yes, the three sister method. Although I did not do squash. I do have cucumbers growing right next to them, but in this box I only did the corn and the beans. Up there, once I'm able to start to pull all of my cold weather crops up there, the broccoli, the Brussels sprouts, I'm going to plant more corn. I'm going to clear that out and plant more corn and pumpkins. We're going to do a pumpkin patch this year, and I'm going to give away a bunch of pumpkins. And hopefully my whole neighborhood will have pumpkins on their doorsteps. So that's the plan. Over here, even though nobody's supposed to put baby in the corner, we did. This is my watermelon plant. And it's honestly just doing its own thing. It's just thriving in the corner. I do have baby watermelons that have started to grow. Here's one. It's honestly this plant is getting out of control. But I feel like this has been the best that it's grown all year. Well, within the past couple of years. I do pretty well with the pumpkins. The pumpkin plants get pretty big. But, yeah. This is this. It definitely needs some fertilization. I did a little crazy wild mix of flowers. And it's so hard not to pull because I definitely want to pull because I think that they're not weeds, because a weed is just a plant that is out of place, but we get a lot of the briars from the berry bushes, and I've been trying so hard not to cut them even though I really want to. I can't wait for the sunflowers to really take off and get their heads because it's going to look so pretty against the lights. These lights are blinking. What is wrong? Hold on. I gotta fix them. Every time I try and fix this timer, it acts like it doesn't know what to do. I always have to fix it. But yeah, this is the garden. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm probably gonna finish up. We had a really great harvest today. This is all that we've harvested. Let me see. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ariel. You're always so sweet. But yeah, we might tie up another tomato plant in the next coming days because these are getting heavy. But I'm not sure how much we're gonna be out here just because of the rain that's coming. But hold on, wait. I don't know. I keep saying we're gonna leave, but I love showing everybody everything. I'm gonna show y'all real quick my lavender plants because I always kill lavenders, and my lime and lemon tree because y'all see. But this is my lavender plant. I have to show y'all her in the daytime because the purple is so pretty. Let me smell. Hold on. It smells so pretty. Alright, real quick. And I'm gonna show you guys. This is my lemon tree. He is being sour. No flowers, no nothing yet. But this right here is my lime tree. And it's kind of hard to see, so look, let me see if I can. You can kind of see them. Y'all know I'm gonna show y'all again once this daytime, so don't worry. And I also planted 2 citronellas and another lavender because I'm obsessed. So we're gonna see how all that grows. But the cilantro is kind of hanging on its last leg, so I think I might have killed that. I do terrible with like household plants. I kill orchids, anything. My monstera did okay, and I have loofah plants. This is the last plant I'm showing y'all tonight, and then I'm leaving. Because I always want to try and grow something new every year, just to, I don't know. I'm one of those people. I just like to grow stuff. Yes, baby limes. No lemons yet, so it's okay. We'll use the limes for taco night. Thank you, Tisha. Hi, Emily. All right, last plant, because I try and grow something new, as I was saying, every year, just to see how its life cycle goes. And this year I grew loofahs because I really want to try and make sponges out of them. And I didn't realize that loofahs trailed. I guess they grow like cucumbers. So I put them on this back wall, this little back fence. But look how long. It's actually doing really nicely. I have 2 of them. So I'm excited to send people seeds, loofah seeds, so they can all grow loofahs too. Alright. I am out of here. Look at my mushroom lights. I have to go though. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope to see you guys next time. Have a great night.